Do you know what empathy quotient is?
No.
So an empathy quotient in the layman's of layman's, it tests your empathy scale.
Okay.
For autism.
Oh, no shit.
So I want to run you through this, and
Can
you
we
guys
run?
can join at home.
Is it going to give me a score at the end of it?
Oh, it's going to give you a score, and we can find out if you're autistic.
Oh, you can actually do this?
I scored a 35, which is just barely above autistic.
Get the fuck out of here.
Dead serious.
This is a legitimate autism test?
Yeah. Well, it's an
Holy
empathy quotient. I'll read it here. Is an assessment tool created to measure empathy levels in adults, developed by Simon Baron Cohen and his team at the Autism Research Center at the University of Cambridge. The EQ consists of a questionnaire of two versions, one consisting of 60 items and 40 items. The test is designed to gauge empathetic capabilities in individuals, which involve recognizing and responding appropriately to the emotions of others.
Damn.
So
Let's do this.
let's find out if you're autistic.
Yes.
It's a question, and then it goes from strongly agree, slightly disagree, and then strongly disagree.
Okay.
Okay, so each question will have that. You just tell me which one you feel up.
Sounds great.
I can easily tell if someone else wants to enter a conversation.
Strongly agree.
I prefer animals to humans.
Strongly agree.
I try to keep up with current trends and fashions.
Slightly disagree.
Slightly disagree, okay. I find it difficult to explain to others things that I understand easily when they don't understand it the first time.
I find it difficult to explain those things to others?
Yes.
Strongly agree.
I dream most nights.
Strongly disagree.
I really enjoy caring for other people.
Strongly disagree.
I try to solve my own problems rather than discussing them with others.
Strongly agree.
I find it hard to know what to do in a social situation.
Slightly disagree.
I am at my best first thing in the morning.
Strongly agree.
People often tell me that I went too far in driving my point home in a discussion.
Strongly agree.
Yeah, I know that one. It doesn't bother me too much if I am late to meeting a friend.
Strongly agree.
Friendships and relationships are just too difficult. I tend not to bother with them.
Slightly agree.
I would never break a law, no matter how minor. Strongly disagree.
Strongly disagree. Yeah, you're answering these for me.
Yeah, I've already tapped a few of them here. I often find it difficult to judge if someone is rude or polite.
I strongly agree.
In a conversation, I tend to focus on my own thoughts rather than on what...
Strongly agree.
Yeah, I already had that one answered for you. I prefer practical jokes to verbal humor.
Strongly agree. Wait, practical?
Pranks.
No, pranks. No.
I would say you
No, I
disagree with
disagree
that,
on that. Yeah, I strongly disagree on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know why.
I know when you
immediately
were like
went to that.
strongly agree. I was
No,
like,
I don't play pranks.
I was like, you're not a prankster.
No, because I don't. No, I'm not a prankster.
I'm not a prankster either.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Yeah, I find them annoying, to be quite honest.
Yeah,
with you.
it irritates the shit out of me.
Fuck with me? Like, don't fuck with me.
I hit your shoes. Like, well, fucking give them back.
I just hit people. I live life for today rather than the future.
Oh, I strongly agree.
When I was a child, I enjoyed cutting up worms to see what would happen. You
Strongly agree.
I can pick up quickly if someone says one thing but means another.
I can pick up quickly if someone says one thing but means another.
another.
What do you mean by that?
Like,
It's a joke.
Okay.
It's a joke about the question.
Okay.
Because I said, "What do you mean by that?" Do you see what I'm saying?
I
Strongly.
What do you mean?
I strongly disagree. Okay. I do not pick up quickly.
I was like, are you really I tend to have very strong opinions about morality.
Strongly agree.
It is hard for me to see why some things upset people so much.
Strongly agree.
I find it easy to put myself in somebody else's shoes.
Strongly agree. No, wait. Find it easy?
Yeah.
No, I find it difficult.
difficult.
Yeah, it's difficult. Sorry, I'm not.
Strongly disagree or slightly disagree?
No, I strongly disagree. I'm like not. Yeah.
I think that good manners are the most important thing a parent can teach their child.
Do you know why I strongly disagree on the last question? So just so we can go over that real quick.
I find it easy to put myself in somebody else's shoes.
Yes.
Probably because they're a smaller shoe size.
Yes, that's exactly right. I have
That's
tiny feet.
generally it
I'm
for
like
me.
a size 9. I have tiny feet.
You can fit in most shoes.
I can fit in both shoes. It's genuinely because I believe in personal accountability, and I've gone through a lot in my fucking life, and I don't allow it to dictate who I am. And when I hear people complain about things that is probably their fault in the first place, I don't feel fucking bad for them. It could even go with death in the family, because that is the natural course of human beings' life, right? People die.
Right.
Now, unexpected death, got it. I can empath with that a little bit, right? But I can empathize with that a little bit. Anyway, let's carry on.
But like an elderly death, you're like,
Yeah,
it
dude, your
happens.
fucking grandma died? Yeah, see,
sorry.
That's what happens to old people, man. They fucking die.
Love you, Gam Gam.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Exactly. I'm not happy, but Jesus Christ, dude.
Feel a little bad.
Yeah, she's fucking 98 years old,
I'm gonna
man.
miss her.
She lived a good life.
Yeah.
Jesus. Let's be happy about that.
So I can empathize. I can put myself in their shoes, but I just still don't care. So I'm not sure which is worse. Well,
Yeah.
Tyson came out there.
Yeah.
Can't
We're
feel
with. It's probably just me hitting you so hard while we're doing Muay Thai.
Muay Thai.
Yeah. It's okay. You'll get better.
It's probably from getting my face sat on too much. I think good manners are the most important thing a parent can teach their child.
Good manners?
Yeah.
I slightly agree.
Okay.
I slightly agree. I think it's important. I don't think it's
That's
the most
how I
important.
answered that one,
I don't think
too.
it's the most important.
I think it's kind of important.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like to do things on the spur of the moment. Strongly
Oh,
agree.
good God, yeah.
I am good at predicting how someone will feel.
Strongly disagree. No idea.
I am quick to spot when someone in a group is feeling awkward or uncomfortable.
Strongly disagree.
If I say something that someone else is offended by, I think that's their problem, not mine.
Strongly agree.
Yeah. If anyone asked me if I liked their haircut, I would reply truthfully, even if I don't like it.
Strongly agree.
I can't always see why someone should have felt offended by a remark.
Strongly agree.
People often tell me that I am very unpredictable.
Strongly agree. Are you just answering these? Because you know what I'm going to say.
Yes.
Okay.
I enjoy being at the center of attention at any social gathering.
I slightly agree. Maybe not the center, but around the center. I like entertaining. Yeah.
Seeing people cry doesn't really upset me.
Strongly agree.
I enjoy having discussions about politics.
Strongly agree. I mean, that's what we do is sit here and
So
talk
we
about it all
literally
day. I
sit
can't lie to people still listening to this.
I've already answered this one, but I'm very blunt, which people take to be rudeness, even though this is unintentional.
Strongly agree.
Yeah. I don't find social situations confusing.
Slightly disagree.
Other people tell me I am good at understanding how they are feeling and what they are
Strongly disagree.
thinking. When I talk to people, I tend to talk about their experiences rather than my own. That one I wish there was a more middle ground for.
Yeah, slightly disagree. I slightly disagree. I don't talk about their experiences rather than mine. Yeah.
It upsets me to see an animal in pain.
Strongly agree.
Yeah. I am able to make decisions without being influenced by people's feelings. I am able to.
Yeah, I slightly agree, and I do that from like a leadership perspective inside of our own company. Right.
Yeah,
I can
absolutely.
say that I definitely take people's but
Yeah, consistently.
then sometimes I don't give a fuck if they just really have screwed the pooch. So yeah.
Or if it's just a really bad,
If it's just a bad human.
it's just a bad idea.
Yeah, bad idea.
There
yeah.
are bad ideas.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know that phrase, there are no bad ideas?
There are.
It's just so they can hear your idea and try and coach you to a better idea.
that other phrase, the customer is always right?
That's not true either.
They're wrong all the fucking time. Yep.
I've heard some very wrong things.
Yeah.
People have been like, dude, what do you think about this?
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Nailed it. I can't relax until I have done everything that I had planned to do that day.
Strongly agree.
I can easily tell if someone else is interested or bored with what I am saying.
Strongly agree. I can pick up on that cue pretty quick.
I get upset if I see people suffering on news programs.
Strongly disagree.
Friends usually talk to me about their problems as they say I am very understanding.
Slightly disagree.
I can sense if I am intruding, even if the other person doesn't tell me.
Strongly disagree.
I often start new hobbies, but quickly become bored with them and move on to something else.
Strongly agree.
People sometimes tell me that I have gone too far with teasing.
Strongly agree.
I would be too nervous to go on a big roller coaster.
Strongly disagree.
Other people often say that I am insensitive, though I don't always see why.
Strongly agree.
If I see a stranger in a group, I think that it is up to them to make the effort to join in.
Strongly agree.
I usually stay emotionally detached when watching a film.
Strongly agree.
I like to be very organized in my day-to-day life and often make lists of the chores I have to do.
Strongly disagree.
I can tune into how someone else feels rapidly and intuitively.
Slightly disagree.
I don't like to take risks.
Strongly. I don't like to take risks. I strongly disagree. Yeah, I definitely do.
I can easily work out what another person might want to talk about.
Strongly disagree. Yeah.
I can tell if someone is masking their true emotions.
Slightly disagree.
Before making a decision, I always weigh the pros and the cons. Strongly agree.
Yes.
I already know.
Yeah, I just make the decision. Yeah.
I don't consciously work out the rules of social situations.
Strongly agree.
I am good at predicting what someone will do.
Slightly disagree.
I tend to get emotionally involved with friends' problems.
Strongly disagree.
I can usually appreciate the other person's viewpoint, even if I don't agree with it.
Slightly disagree.
Okay, score my answers. Your score was 9 out of 80.
Holy shit.
Scores of 30.
Fucking Christ, dude.
Scores of 30 or less indicate a lack of empathy common in people with autism or Asperger's syndrome.
Fucking Christ, dude. A 9?
Read it and weep.
I have autism or Asperger's?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude. Well, I'm just barely scraping by. Barely.
Wow. So you're on the the lower end of the spectrum
Yeah.
for sure.
I had like a 35. Barely.
Wow. That's increíble.
Increíble.
Jesus Christ.
9.
This isn't about like being a sociopath or anything, is it?
No, it's
about
just
having
being
all right.
autistic. Yeah.
Okay.
No. Well, I mean, also a lack of empathy does kind of play into sociopathic, psychopathic tendencies.
Yeah. So you have a 95%. You know, I will say that there have been times in my life that I haven't felt like this. Like pre-military, that was a very different human being. I probably would have answered that a little bit differently, but it's still, I can only assume that it would have put me at a 20 or a 25 pre-military. Because a lot of those, because a lot of those were just like when you
I
said,
feel like
when you see things on the news, do you feel bad for these people? And I just, not really. You know
I feel like you only got a 9 because you have 2 daughters.
Yeah. What do you mean?
I mean, the only reason you scored that high is because you have 2 daughters.
Okay.
I feel like if you didn't have 2 daughters,
okay, yeah, it would have just
it was zero.
It would just be like, you're not a human. I think somebody created you in a lab.
Yeah. You're a little fucked up there, bud. It would have been like, do you care about animals? No. Do you care about other humans?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Does watching children die make you sad? Don't really think about it. No.
No, don't really think about it. No, shit happens. Shit happens. Yeah, no, I think you may be right. Yeah. Because even the whole animal thing, look, there's 2 types of people out there with animals, right? Now, do I enjoy seeing an animal hurt? Absolutely not. I don't want to see it. I don't like it. So I'm not going to answer the question like that. Now, does it bother me more now that my daughters have a dog and I just imagine them seeing their animal hurt and then I think that they're hurt? Oh, yeah, of course. That's what bothers me. But there are 2 types of people out here. And it is if you were starving, right? End of the world happens, total apocalypse. You're all out of food.
There's a person who's going to eat their dog, and there's a person who's not going to eat their dog.
That's it. There's a person who's going to eat their dog.
You're going to eat that dog.
And I'm going to eat the fucking dog.
What if your dog was bear, though?
Bear? I couldn't eat that dog, man.
That's what I'm saying.
No, not that dog.
I couldn't eat that dog.
No. I could eat this dog.
Yeah, I could probably eat more of it, too.
I could probably eat this dog, yeah. But yeah, there are people that couldn't eat the dog. But I've literally had a dog before, and somebody asked me that question when I had Nika, which I had a pit bull. Until I had kids, and she, snapped at one of them, and then I gave her back to. It was a shared dog between me and my ex-girlfriend, so I gave her back to my ex-girlfriend. I didn't take her to the fucking pound, and everybody freak out over there, and it's fucking PETA in the comments. I
took her out back and shot her.
I took her out back and shot her. No, but when somebody asked me that question, I had Nika, and I love Nika, like good dog, right? Great dog, she's awesome companion. But I looked at her and I was like, yeah, I'd fucking eat that dog.
I'd eat that.
You know
dog.
what I mean? Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Bear's a little unique, a little different.
Dude, he's a unique dog.
Yeah.
He's a good boy.
That could be the...
Yeah, you're a good boy, dude.
All over the place right now. Not you.
Not you. You're getting 8, dude.
So...
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that score, Dines?
A 9?
Yeah.
On the autism scale? Well, technically...
It's just an empathy scale.
Hold on.
Which can indicate autism.
Well, let me... look at it from this perspective, because life is all about perspective, Nolan. Okay?
That's right. Every disadvantage has an advantage.
So we are going to run these numbers right now. And the way I'm going to look at it is not a 9 divided by 80, which would give me an 11%, which was be an F.
That would be an FA.
What I look is I flip that on its head, and I say I actually scored 71 right out of 180. Now, if I scored 71 right out of 180, I have a B+. That's an 89%. That's the way I look at it, Nolan. In the world of autism, I'm a B+.
I'm a B+ in autism, dude.
My only regret
That's going on a shirt, dude. I'm a B+ in autism.
I have a B+ in autism. You can get it down in the merch section of Tacticon right now. No, Maybe. But I mean, the way I'd have to look at that is the only regret that I have about that entire quiz that I just took is that I didn't ace it. But that would be requiring.
I'm disappointed in you.
That'd be requiring the admission that I enjoyed to like probably torture animals, which was the only thing in there that was probably keeping me from the actual
0.
You know, the A that I was really looking for, the perfect score.
A plus.
Yeah.
You were just
Yeah,
so
that's
close.
an interesting test.